So now I'm going to try to give you a quick tutorial on how to create a video once you actually have it pulled into Virb Edit. So you click the create video, you name the video. In this case, I name it Parker Ride because we hooked one up to his little Power Wheels Corvette. I take the video itself and I come over here and I select the video. In this case, put it right there. Brings the video up over here. And this down here is where you actually play with the edit. So what I like to do first is you can click on transitions, or if you click on this little box here, it'll bring up the transitions. You can put in transitions, either fade in, fade out, slide up, slide left. What I like to do is actually put a title at this point. This is where I put like the run numbers, etc. It just gives you an idea. So you click titles, then you click add title. I put in Parker riding in the front of the house. And I can change the color of that if I want, which I tend to use yellow because it shows up the best in the video. You can move it around. In this case, I'm going to keep it right about here. You can choose when you want it to fade in or out, so you can do it as a 5 seconds. You can have it fade out, in and out over a course of a period of time. You can change the durations from anywhere from 1 to 20 seconds. And once you've done that, then that's added in. Now what I want to do is actually trim this. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to scroll along until I see a point where I want to trim it. So he's come into the garage now. I click on it there, and I've kind of held it there. And now what I do is I go to editing, and I can do trim left, trim right, or split. Splitting it allows you to create a stop point for that. If you have other stuff you want to process within. So if you had 4 runs within, you hit split. In this case, I want to trim right. So this will be the rightmost part. So now the video went from about 12 minutes down to 1:44. Then what I do is I go to geometrics, and you have all these different choices. I've created one called Pro Solo Standard, but these are all the overlays. Like if I click on Pro Solo Standard, it will bring in what I usually have for the pros, which is miles per hour, G circle, and all the OBD stuff that we normally have. In this case, you can click default, which is just the speed, the elevation, and the map. You can click centrist, which is this new one, which is basically it's a speedometer. I'm forgetting what else is on here. Not a big fan of it. Grounded, which gives you altitude and other things. Futurist, these are all pretty new ones that were recently added. So, but anyway, you can actually create your own too, which is fine. So, what I tend to do is I like to have just speed and like a G circle. That tends to be the best one, and I'm trying to figure out which one that is. So this one's got RPMs and miles per hour, but you can click through these and get a million of them. I mean, there are just a million different choices, but I'll show you how to create your own. So let's just say there's none. Say we do none. And then we go to gauges. You can select the data type you want. So in this case, I want speed, recorded speed. And it has all the different speedometers in here. And if I like a particular one, in this case, I'm going to use this one. I just slide it over here. And I can resize it, make it bigger, make it smaller. But that'll be the speedometer. And then if I want to select another data source, motion, and I can say, let's say, pitch and roll or braking or acceleration, but we're going to use G-force because that tends to be one that you care about. Then we can we can go with, I guess, lateral G's. We'll just do it that way. We'll throw that over here. Okay. So now when I actually play this video, you can see it takes the data and it overlays it automatically. And it's pretty cool. Anyway, so now I've gotten that portion of it. When I want the video to end, I want to click on that and I want it to fade out. And that's about it. So once I've gotten that done, then I click export up in the top right. And I choose the resolution I want, I choose the frame rate and the quality. It usually selects what the camera did already. So in this case it was 1080p at 30 frames per second to high quality. The branding, I usually select none, but you can put the Virb intro, outro, or Virb intro and outro. That's just adding their own brand stuff onto it, the front end and the back end. It's really advertising. I don't want to do that. Then I click export. I say, where do I want this thing to go? In this case, I want to go to my desktop, and it's going to be named in a folder called Parker Ride. And I click export. And then you'll see here in a second, it'll swap over and start processing it. Once it's processed it, then you can upload it to YouTube or, save it in your archives or what have you. As far as, the split videos, just split them up and then do trim left, trim right on those. That way you don't have a lot of extra slop in your videos because processing can take some time. Hopefully that helps, GH. See ya.